What's going on, fam? This is Chuck Harden, your power builder entrepreneur, empowering you so you can empower everything around you. And yesterday, you guys, I missed my midweek mind shift. I was working with some clients, and by the time I got out, it was kind of late, so I was rushing a little bit, and then dawned on me till yesterday evening. So, I thought I'd come to you today with a Think About It Thursday. That's what we call it, a Think About It Thursday. Need y'all to think about this. And this actually comes from a conversation I was having with a few people before, So want to kind of share with you guys because I get a lot of people that kind of go back and forth with this entrepreneur versus employee mindset. All right, what's going on? Everybody, I forgot to tell everybody, check in with me, give me a name, let me know you're checking in from. If you're catching a replay, put in here, replay. Yep. So, want to give you guys a quick idea just on the concept of the business owner or the entrepreneur and the employee, right? And I always tell people I never dog people out on any way that they choose, right? Anything that you choose, you have to choose what's best for you. But I hear a lot of people do, right? A lot of people do kind of make you feel bad if you got a job. You got to do what you got to do to feed your family. But wanted to give you some different perspectives of it because I've been blessed throughout my lifetime to be on both sides as an entrepreneur, as a big business owner, and as a employee. I've been on all sides, so I can give you the perspective from each and every single one. And even a big business owner, my dad actually started a business several, 20, 30 years ago now. He started an oil company, and we had a huge producing oil company here in Georgia. And I worked in my dad's business, and I saw it from the business standpoint. Of course, I came in as an employee. My dad really believed in putting in work ethic, so he put a great work ethic in us. So I had to get that perspective, but I also got to see the aerial view as making the decisions as a business owner. When we got to that point in our relationship, and we got to that point of me working in the business, of seeing that aerial view, right? So I have that perspective. I have the perspective of an employee. I've been working since I was 14 years old. And never mind working, right? But then I also have the perspective of an entrepreneur. I built a very, a successful network marketing company as an entrepreneur. So all perspectives of it. What I do want you to understand is that one, you don't have to choose. Let's just be real. You don't have to choose between an entrepreneur or an employee. Because I'll be 100% honest with you. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone. It's not. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but I also phrase this: business ownership is. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but business ownership is. We have to own something. We have to own equity, and that doesn't mean you have to quit your job to start your business. You use your job to fund your business. Every successful person that has a successful business did it that way. They had to have some income coming in to sustain life while they built their business. Now, when it comes to, what the entrepreneurs will say is, well, I don't work for anybody. I work for myself. I don't work for nobody, right? And that ain't true. I just let you know that ain't true. If you're a business owner, you work for your customers and you work very hard for them. If you're an entrepreneur, right? You work for your organization. You work for your team. You work. We all have to put in work, and that's why we are paid the way we are paid. We bring value because all of us are exchanging value for value. So everybody works for somebody, even as the business owner. When we had the big business and I saw my dad working, he worked for the employees, even though he was the boss. Right? He had to work hard for them to bring in business, to keep the company going. All that kind of stuff goes into play as a business owner. So don't get discouraged if you're saying, well, everybody's dogging me out, or if you have your friends or some of the people that you might see on Facebook or IG or any social media try to dog you out for having a job. You have to do what you have to do to feed your family. And I tell people we do what we have to do until we can do what we want to do. So no matter what it is, whether you're an employee or an entrepreneur, you work for somebody. because somebody got to cut you a check, right? And all we're doing is exchanging value for value. And let's be totally honest. All of us work for Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam get the majority of the money anyway. So all of us work for him through all the taxes. So let's just be real with it, okay? Now, as an entrepreneur, you do have a lot more flexibility in your time. A lot of people will say that entrepreneurs have more time, and that's not true. As an entrepreneur, you work harder than an employee, 100%. You do. And I had to change my daughter's perspective of that because she was thinking, I want to own a business so I don't have to work. And that's not the case. As an entrepreneur, you work harder. Because as an employee, you might work 9 to 5. But my dad taught me very quickly as an entrepreneur, as business owners, we work from 5 to 9. So we put in way more hours. Your phone is never off. You always have to be available for your customers. But you do have more flexibility in your time. So that's true, right? You can kind of, make things work. Also, as an entrepreneur, we got to understand that most businesses, about 66% of most businesses fail. And that's a big deal because as a business owner, you put it all on your shoulders to make it happen, right? There's no safety net that you have. You have to go out there, and it puts you in a point of, as an entrepreneur, if you don't kill, you don't eat. So you have to be a go-getter in that mentality of there's no safety net. You have to go out there and get it. And what a lot of people are afraid of is even trying to be the entrepreneur is they're afraid they're going to fail. 60% of businesses fail. That's just how it works. It might not be because you're not worthy, that God doesn't love you, that you're not a hard worker, that you don't have a great product. Timing, industry, positioning, all of that plays a role when it comes to business ownership, okay? So, at the beginning of my conversation, I said, entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but business ownership is. Business ownership is. And again, it goes all the way back to not just the fact that we make money. In our country, it's important how you make money. So as entrepreneurs, you do get, or business owners, you do get tax breaks because our country was built on entrepreneurship. The whole country is built on entrepreneurship. So they cater the laws, the tax laws, the benefits to the business owner. So what I teach now and what I recommend for everyone is, yes, have a job. Do your job. You might even love your job, so you keep your job. But you also need to have a business. Because if you have a business on the side, you can now take advantage of the tax breaks that entrepreneurs do. All right? So that's my conversation for today. As a matter of fact, you guys, this evening, I'm going to commit to doing a webinar to really show you and break down the benefits of having a business and having a job. Because again, we all do the exact same thing. We all pay the same bills, all that works. But as business owners, we get different tax breaks. We get the opportunity to take advantage of the tax laws. And you can be an entrepreneur and you can have a job, all right, and still get the benefit. So I'm going to do a webinar. I'm going to say I'm going to do it around 8 p.m. Let's say 8 p.m. Meet me here at 8 p.m. and I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to break it down for you how you can keep more of the money you even make from your job just by having a business. You get to keep more. And that's what this is all about, okay? Also, I want you guys to check out Robert Kiyosaki. He has the cash flow quadrants. He breaks down the 4 ways that we make money in this country. It's 4 ways that we do, and he breaks that down. Check out the cash flow quadrant because, again, he has employees, self-employed, big business, and investors. Check that out so you can be sure you understand what we're doing when it comes to making money. Because no matter what we do for a living, we weren't just put here to work, pay bills, and die. We got to have a more important thing of what we do with what we make is more important than how you make it. What we do with what we make is more important than just going out and how you make it. All right? So this is Chuck Harden, your power building entrepreneur, empowering you so you can empower everything around you. I just finished up a meeting. Thought I'd holler at you guys before I jumped on the road. I got to go get some calls in, and you know how we do when we out here grinding. So I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Catch me this evening at 8 p.m. If you got any friends that have a conversation or idea about this conversation, share this with them. Just let them know. You know, we're not dogging nobody out. I want everybody to win. Whatever you do for a living, I want you to win. but I want you to understand how the game is played and how to maximize on how to win. All right? So it's Chuck Harden, your Power Building Entrepreneur, empowering you so you can empower everything around you. See you guys on the beaches of the world, to see you at the bank, whichever one come first. Talk to y'all soon. Peace up. A-Town down.